welcome to this channel. Here we are going to be working on the construction of triangles, and for the construction of triangles, the steps that we have to take in making the triangle depend on the information given to us. I'm going to be taking standard questions that we use to construct different triangles, and this is going to be the first video as this is going to be in series. Let's take the first question, and I need you to pay attention to the question as I'll be reading it. I'm going to read it twice. Here we have that construct an isosceles triangle that has a perimeter of 135 millimeters and an altitude of 55 millimeters. I'm reading it again. Construct an isosceles triangle that has a perimeter of 135 millimeters and an altitude of 55 millimeters. Let's start and see how the construction can be done. What we have to do first here is to draw a horizontal line. So draw a horizontal line. Okay, so on this horizontal line that we have here, so let me make it more visible. So on this horizontal line that we have here, we are going to take a measurement of 135 millimeters, which is the perimeter of the isosceles triangle. So here we have the points here and 13.5 millimeters away. So let me bring this to this end. So here we have the starting point and 13.5 centimeters away, which is 135 millimeters. So here we have point A, okay, and then here we have point B. So line AB is 135 millimeters, which is the perimeter that we are given. The next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to bisect this line because we want to locate the midpoint of this line AB. So putting the pinpoint of the compass here, extending the pen point to a convenient radius. So we draw an arc up here, okay, and we draw it down here like this, and then bringing it to this point B. So we draw an arc up here like this, and then we draw it down here. So we are bisecting this line. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we join the point of intersection of the arcs together. But by the time I'm drawing it here, I'm not going to join it to this point. I'll just stop it here on line AB. So drawing a line from through this point, okay, so we have it like this on this line AB. So I will call this point, I will call it point C, okay. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so we are going to take the altitude of the isosceles triangle that is given to us. So that is 55 millimeters. So take a measurement of 55 millimeters on the ruler. So this is 55 millimeters here. Here is 55 millimeters. So put the pinpoint of the compass here at point C and make an arc on the vertical line on the bisector of line AB. So this point I will call it point D. Okay, so here we have point D here. All right, so this is point D. So line CD is the altitude of the isosceles triangle. The next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to join point A and D together with a straight line. So draw a straight line. Okay, draw a straight line like this. So to join point A and D together. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to bisect line AD. We bisect line AD. So put the pinpoint of the compass here at point A and extend the pen point to a convenient radius more than half of AD. So draw an arc here on this side, okay, and draw an arc down here on this side, okay. Then bring it to point D with the same radius. So you draw an arc to this side and then you draw an arc here. All right, so we have this. Then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to draw the bisector of line AD by joining the point of intersection of the arcs together with a straight line, and it goes like this. All right, so we have this now, okay. Now the bisector of line AD, it touches this line AB at this point. So I will call this point, I will call it point E. So this is point E. Now the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to take the distance of CE, and then we mark it here on this side. Okay, this is what I mean. So take the compass and then take distance CE. So put the midpoint here at point C and then extend it to point E. So extend to point E here. Okay, so we have this now. Okay, so we have this distance. Alright, so now just mark it on this side. Turn it to this side and mark it here. So here is point F on the line. Okay, this is point F on the line. Now, so we are going to form the triangle now. That is the isosceles triangle whose perimeter and altitude are given. So we are joining this point, 2 points D and E together with a straight line. So join point E and D together with a straight line, and join point F and D together with a straight line. So here we join this together. Okay, so we have this now. So here we have the base. Okay, the base of the triangle. So the required triangle is triangle EDF. Triangle EDF is the required isosceles triangle. It's as simple as I've done it here. And do not forget that what we are given here for the construction of this isosceles triangle is the perimeter and the altitude of the triangle. Thank you. Keep on practicing and God bless you.